Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. It's not Thursday at all. It's Tuesday, which means it's live stream time. Live stream Tuesdays. We have a new donation goal over there because we're in October now. Wow, how quick has this year gone? It really has gone crazy. Hello to everyone in the chat. The notification squad represents Jake, Nicole, Spellslinger, Fem. Who else? I saw a few. Let's do this. Hello, Mick, Susie. Hi. How's it going? Beaker, how's it doing? Andy, right. Loads of regulars. Oh, it's great. Tammy, hello. So good to see all of you here. Hi, Steve. Hi, Elias. It's really great stuff. How are we all doing on this fine Tuesday evening? Are we all ready for Frontier Expo at the weekend? Oh, I'm so excited. All the train tickets here. Train tickets came today. Oh, that's got my address on it. Train tickets came today. If I get any weird mail now, I know where to get it from. Hi, Mary. Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. Good stuff. October is crazy stuff. So yeah, Frontier Expo at the weekend, Saturday. I'm trying to keep content regular during it, but obviously it's a good sort of 3 days out of my schedule gone. So yeah, we'll try our best. We have got a Pinewood Hills going out tomorrow. I think tomorrow, yeah. Tropico Thursday. There's something else starting on the channel this week as well. New sort of third game or whatever. Hello, Jonty. Did you like my idea for Pinewood Hills? Do you think he'll implement it? Matt Smith, you're going to have to remind me what the idea was, pal. Yeah, I have a lot of people comment. Water Park DLC announcement must be a thing. Do you know what, Susie? I'm happy. I think they will announce a large expansion, but really, I would prefer to see like a here's another go at stuff that's already in the game. So I'd like to see a bit of a management pass, a bit of a balancing pass, a bit of a look at some of the coasters, some of the way that the scenery works, maybe. That pathing could do with a little tweak. That's what I would like to see. I don't think we'll get that. I think we would get some of that, but I think it will come as part of a bigger thing that's either going to be water parks or zoo or something like that. Is my profile picture Mickey Mouse? I can't tell from here, Mick. It looks like a teddy bear of some description, I think. My idea was the traffic bollards. Yes, Steve, that's a good one. That's good. We're going to do that, actually. That's not done in this episode, but that is going to be added. Loving the new Pinewood Hills series, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. When lightning strikes the sea, why don't all the fish die? Majestic, that is what we are here to answer today. That is what we are here to answer. All right, well, regarding Frontier Expo, if you're not going, a lot of it's going to be live streamed on the main Planet Coaster channel on YouTube. I'm going to be live streaming on this channel between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. British summer time. I'm also going to be hopefully popping up on a few other streams across the YouTubes. Delay Designer, Rudy Renkamel, loads of other great people. Silverette is streaming, but I think I'm going to be checking into my hotel while he's on, unfortunately. But definitely keep an eye out for all the fantastic streams coming from Frontier Expo. If you are there, please come and say hello. Hi, Carly. No problem. Welcome. Hi, people who are there. Yeah, if you are there, please come and say hello. You'll recognise me. I look like this, but hopefully a little bit fresher, maybe with washed hair. I haven't had a shower today, but don't tell anyone. And I'll be wearing a Gulpy t-shirt as well. So feel free to come and say hello to me and have a chat, and that would be awesome. All right, okay, cool. So what I want to do today, let's try and find the website about it. There is a haunted house competition for Planet Coaster. Let's see if I can find the page about it. Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a go at building a haunted house. Here we go. Planet Coaster Haunted House Competition. First link I looked at. Is this the one by Bo? It is. I'm going to drag this across up to here. So, here we go. This is what we're looking at. Let's see if we can make the screen a little bigger for us. There we go. So, Haunted House Competition. What we have to do. Here are the rules. Create a haunted house as a workshop item. Write down a short story in the description and email your creation to the email address. You can use item placement, triggers, animatronics and more to tell your story or illustrate your text. Now the rules are that no rides or park files. It's got to be a scenery blueprint only. Your blueprint cannot feature any copyrighted material. Your blueprint description has to include a story to be read out on the live stream. Tries to limit your PCs and billboard files. A haunted house has to be under the 4K PCs, and no more than 5 different billboard files can be used. Otherwise, we can't show it off in all its glory. Your blueprint will only be considered if you're submitted the link to community@frontier.co.uk. So I want to have a go at this, mostly because I think it'd be interesting to try and fit something into that remit. And you know, if you, I think there's a goodie bag or some shite if you win. Okay. So yeah, this is what we're looking for. Now, the idea I've had for this, and I'm telling you all now, please don't go away and make a better version of what I'm going to do right now, all right? But the idea I've had is to do a mini haunted house. Okay, the idea is that it was a stately house, a beautiful home, and a witch went to ask for shelter for the night, and she was banished away, very much similar to the beginning of Beauty and the Beast. But rather than turn everyone in, did you see that you were name checked on the Planco forums for the vending machines which you borrowed from? Yeah, I did see that, Beaky. Yeah, it wasn't me who came. I've seen a few different people do them now. I know Chris Sawyer over on the Theme Park Simulation Games group did it really well as well with Coca-Cola. So yeah, that was it. Hi, Mikarajo, welcome. Only popping by. Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, you go and stream, don't you, tonight as well? I'll pop in when I finish. Don't worry. Yeah, so, notebook ready for the ideas. Yeah, brilliant. So I want to do a mini one. Okay, the witch has shrunk down the house and ran away. So that's going to be the plan. So we'll start a sandbox, and we'll start it in Deciduous, because why the hell not? And we'll start the game. It's been ages since I've managed to catch a live stream. I've been waiting up till 5 a.m. You have not. Black Dog, you have not waited up till 5 a.m. to watch this shite. Have you really? Wow, that's very impressive. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. This is usually the one that we drop into. I don't know why, but I think the lighting is just gorgeous. In fact, we're going to set it to 10 a.m. It's pretty nice at 10 too. Right then, so yeah, I want to build a haunted house. I want to build a mini haunted house. I want to get some scale involved. So let's drop our old favourite, the archer down. I've seen a few people mention this lately on Discord and on the comments and description, and even somebody tweeted me about it. Why did you put the archer down? It's purely for scale. It's so that we can have an idea of how tall people are. Sometimes when you're building like this, you look back and the things are either massive or tiny. Usually massive, to be honest, because the game has quite a large scale as it is. So we use the archer. Why the archer other than all the others? It's genuinely just due to size. If you look at the cowboy and the pirate set, they're all a little bigger than Peeps. And it just throws it off a little. But an archer is pretty much one-to-one with Peeps. I'll show you if we go over here, and hopefully there'll be some walking down the street. There isn't. Okay, let's speed up until there is. Come on. Come on. Come on, folks. Here we go. So we'll pop these down. You'll see here that the archer is near enough one-to-one with him. But if we go to and have a look at the cowboys, they're a bit bigger, you see. So that's the reason why we use the archer, because he's pretty much on scale. I think he's the only one. I think even all the red coats and everything, they're all this slightly larger scale. He's a bit of an odd one out, to be honest with you. So there we go. How's the family? They're all doing great, thank you. I don't know if you can hear him. He's having a bit of a grumble in the other room. He's been pretty good though. He's just got out of the bath. Geekism, try using the spooky pieces as they were designed. The winning entry for the go-karts use the in-game pieces exactly as they were. I'm not planning on winning, Earl. I like the fact that I like occasionally to have a remit to work towards, and that's all it is. We will enter it, but I'm seriously not worried about it. Not even interested in winning, and I'm going to really struggle to use the pieces as they're meant, because, well, you know me. Most people on YouTube, that's not what we're able to do. But saying that, I do want to go for a dead classic haunted house, okay? But that is pretty much going to be as big as it gets. That's going to be like the biggest point in this place, okay? So what we need to do is come around. I'm really hoping we can do what we want to do here. I would like a sort of annex here. There we go, like that, and then we'll bring this round here, and there we go. Oops, no, we don't want to do that. And we'll move that one. Okay, so that's going to be the size of it. Here's going to be. See, that's still pretty big, isn't it? I kind of want to do. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's duplicate all that, move it around, and we'll have this as a sort of quite a large front. Okay, get a gaming PC for Christmas, and Planet Coaster is my game of choice. I 100% agree. How's Oreo's eye? He's doing really well, actually. He's healed quite nicely. He's not going to have surgery in the end, after all. That's pretty good. That snowman pipe, yeah, we're going to be using that a lot. Okay, so roof pieces. The problem is with these roof pieces, they're pretty big. But what I'm hoping is I can just use these odd bits, you see, to do what we want to do, because otherwise, like, there's these bits as well. They're quite nice and small. The problem is with these ones is they're huge and far too big for what we want to do. So I'm hoping that these pieces can kind of fit. So they're actually a little bit smaller than we want them to be. There's that bit, look. Whoops. But it's just too big, isn't it? So what about, we've got that piece there and that piece there. So we should be able to do something with this, I think, that will give us a decent roof. Does he still have sight in his eye? It seems to be that it was just a surface scratch. The main thing they were worried about was him getting an ulcer in it, which is quite a common thing apparently. So they were very sort of concerned about that happening. But like I say, it seems to be that we've managed to get away with it. It does look a little cloudy. But to be honest with you, he's a bumbling idiot anyway, so I couldn't really tell you whether he's lost eyesight in it, because he used to fall over all the time beforehand. Like, it's made no difference in that respect. That arch needs an animatronic pay rise. He really is the MVP of the Planet Coaster when it comes to this sort of stuff. We're going to get a bit of Z fighting on top of here, but I'm okay with it. You've read my comment live. Oh my god! To be honest, though, my favourite designers on YouTube always use pieces in unique and original ways. I think that's the beauty of this game. I totally agree, and I think it's something that that I don't think they originally intended, but it's definitely something they've taken on board. Because if you go back to like early development, it's really stylized stuff. But then if you look at the Spooky Pack, for instance, it's all quite generic, really. You know, it's all very usable in other areas. That's what I want to do. Okay, so there's the roof. I think we might have to lift it up just a tad. Looks things. All right, good. John said, "Hey, Mark, how's it going, pal?" I would say, as if by magic. Jeez. There we go. I found it out for you. I'll send you a message after this. That's going to be so random to anyone else watching, but please just ignore it and move along. Right. Let's move that there. Who won the competition last week? It was a guy called Savio, I think his name was. It was a glean competition, so it was pulled out randomly. But yeah, I'm pretty sure his name was Savio. And he actually was the second winner. The first guy, I say guy, it could have been a lady actually, the first person, I don't recall the name. They didn't reply to their emails. Please, if you enter a competition like that, you need to be checking the email address that you give. Like, that's the only way people can get hold of you, you know. So yeah, there you go. That's that anyway. Rant over. Okay, there is a longer piece as well, isn't it? Is it you? Yeah, there we go. Let's get you on the go. It should fit in there. Oh, like a glove. Awesome. How do you select all the pieces like you were doing just now with the roof? I'm control and clicking. You have to be within a building, so you have to have this grid on the floor for that to work. Hello, mate. How is what are we doing here? I think you missed a word out there, Ben, but hi, Ben. I'm good. I'm guessing is what you're asking. And we're building a haunted mansion for the competition, but we're building a tiny little one. The story is that it's a mansion that's got squished down and by an evil witch. Okay, so here's the height of a person. Oh, is he not on the grid? Oh, we better add him to the grid, don't we? Because that's going to help us. So here's the height of our person. And we're going to try and build a haunted house to that scale. I know Frontier listens to their community. The people at Frontier are some of the best game developers out there. Community they built is destroyed. It really is. Yeah, I totally agree. Make the roof pieces a delicious purple colour. Well, you know, I struggle with my colours, but I will give it a go for you. Oops. I thought they would be purple. Are they not purple already? What are you going to be? What on earth are you changing? Underneath? No. Okay. No idea what you just changed. Let's try you. Okay, you're the outside bit. Okay, so you need to be like a deep grey. Yeah. You are the roof. You could be like a lighter grey. In fact, you were kind of all right as you were, to be honest. And then you must be the purple. Okay, so purple is like here, I think. But it needs to be like a dark purple, like down here purple. There you go. I hope that is delicious and purple enough for you. Geekism is better than PewDiePie. Well, at least I'm not a racist. Right, I shouldn't have said that. Thank you very much, Michael Cheek. Thanks, John T. Congrats on the little one. That's very generous, Michael. Thank you. They are a purple, but really bland. Oh, okay, there we go. I hope they look a bit more. Have you ever played RTC World, or did you avoid it due to Panic Coaster? Joe, have a look for my Rollercoaster Tycoon playlist on the channel. I've actually got 5,000 episodes of it. But yeah, thank you, Michael. It's very generous. Right, so let's have a think about a front door. So here's the main thing now. We need a small front door, but it needs to be like a small, grand front door. So let's have a look through doors first of all. First, all this new stuff. So that's the size of the actual door. So it needs to be much, much shorter than that. Okay, actually, something like that probably wouldn't be too bad. Like if we made that into like a double door, you know. Savage John T and Savage. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I love him really. I used to watch him all the time. I just think maybe, you know, sort of fame should be the perfume of good deeds. That's all I have to say on the matter. Right, I'm going to turn spooky off for a minute because I'm wondering if there is... I was thinking maybe something like that we could... Oh, no, it's loads bigger than I thought it was. What we're going to have to do is find something where we can turn the top of it into a big double door, you know? So I was thinking... so something either like this. I'm going to need suggestions here, folks. So any suggestions you've got. Something like that, you know? If you sink doors into the ground, it looks like a smaller door. Yeah, so that's kind of thing I'm thinking, Kirsty. I just think something that will look... I mean, that's too big. A lot of them are going to be, like, too wide, aren't they? That's going to be too... Yeah. What about windows? Is there any windows that we can make look like a door? Like something like that, but with wood over it. Could probably work quite well, couldn't it? Where's the wine? Remember you drank last Scream? It looked classy as fuck. Pint of water tonight, mate. I'm having a week off the wine. Steve, ironically, it was your April Fool's Rollercoaster Tycoon World video that got me hooked on your channel. Oh, that was good. Do you know what? I had so much fun making that video. I really did. I feel bad doing it, but you know, I says I'm right for making a rubbish game, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Use the wood door for the frame. Custom door. One of the Fairy Village ones. Yeah, I mean, that I think, right, something like one of these ones. I don't like the wood though. I kind of like the stone. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that there, right, lifted up a bit because we want it to. I want it to be a grand old place, you know. So here we go. Let's get it centered. Oh, I don't know what the hell happened there. Let's get it centered. And then let's bring it down to there because we'll have steps up, okay? I'm going to put that in place. I'm going to leave it connected and I'm going to have a look for a plank. Wooden plank. We have... there are some new haunted-y ones, aren't there? Should we use one of them just so we can say that we're joining in? And do that with it. There we go. No, it just actually doesn't look patterned enough. Something with a bit more detail on it. Yeah, this one will be better, I think. Yeah, this one, but that one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that gives us a door. I think it probably needs to be... Oh, we'll do all colours in a minute. And then how about the screen connector as a door handle? It's generally like the smallest bit in the game there you can do. Whoops. So hard to see what you're actually doing with it. There we go. Okay, there's our door. All right. What GPU do you have? I have a 1070, a GTX 10. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I have a GTX 780. Where did I think 1070 get from? You should make an interior, but it's bigger on the inside. I'm not sure that's possible. Our Rollercoaster Tycoon have just announced that they're going to be still developing with the new team of developers. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I'd be interested to follow that definitely. I think we need to do something here, and I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to pull this out. Wait, we need to jump in there randomly. We need to move this and make. We need to. Oh. Need to pull that out a little more. There we go. And we need to make this a double door to really give an idea of the scale. Okay, let's do a art shape with a hard edge and there. Drag that in. That gives us a nice thin line. As thin as it's going to get anyway. Name a colour without the letter E in it. Yellow. Oh, no. Hold on. Blue. Oh, no. Orange. Oh. Red. Oh, I'm really not good at this, am I? 13K Sue, when was Pinewood Hills and what is happening to Geekopolis? Pinewood Hills is, I think, tomorrow. I can't remember the schedule this week because the Frontier Expo is kind of messed up a little. But I think it's tomorrow, and Geekopolis is very much still a thing. We are just having just so much fun in Pinewood Hills, to be honest with you. It's as simple as that. Okay, so let's go back to our building. And go to Windows. Were you affected by Adpocalypse? Yeah, a little. I mean, the thing with Adpocalypse for myself was that the channel was still really quite small at the point that it became a major issue, but I definitely noticed a drop. It also kind of came along with the after Christmas drop as well, which is a big thing. So, but I feel like we're kind of coming out of it now. Definitely doesn't feel as bad as it was. Actually, I keep trying to make this too big. This needs to be like that big. There we go. That's what I want to do. I find this really fun, this building on a tiny scale. It's really tricky to do. The game does not help you much with it at all, you know, because everything in the game is probably a little bit too big. But then to go the opposite way and try and build tiny. Somebody, I forget their name and I feel awful for doing so, but they did a whole like under like a tiny like a village, model village. Oh my god, it was so good. Do I know when Frontier is releasing their anniversary update? I do not. I would go as I have a pretty good guess that we're going to find out at the weekend. That would be my suggestion there. But no, I don't know. Is this forced perspective, and where is the archer? This looks like it's for very small people. It is for small people, David. It's not forced perspective. There's the archer. It's not forced perspective. It's for a haunted house competition that Frontier are running. I want to make a shrunk house, like it's really, really shrunk down. Oreo in the background. You mean you can hear him? That's not Oreo. That's a baby. Like, they sound so similar, I know. But that's Xander. He's not a happy bunny tonight from the sounds of things. These all need to come out a little. I've only been watching you for 3 weeks, but you're one of my favourite YouTubers. That's very, very kind to say. Thank you so much. Did you send my haunted house mansion style mansion in the Discord? Yeah, I'm really enjoying all the stuff that people are putting there, Mick. Yeah, it's really good. I did like it a lot. There's been some really good stuff in there this week. Really impressed. I want to do a small balcony. This is going to be tricky to do, but I feel like we should be able to do it if we get it just right. So this sort of comes out here. To the other side as well. Right, what have we got? This is one of the hardest things to do in the game, is to build a thin tube. What have we got that makes a thin tube? Oh, we had those. Can we colour those? Oh no, we can't. They'd be good if they weren't so bright. Oh, these have all got a bit too much detail. Oh, there is a flagpole, isn't there? You're gonna be too thick, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. There's a flagpole. What roller coaster did you like at any theme park? Oh, I like loads of roller coasters. My personal favourite changes daily, but at the moment it's Cheetah Run in Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. It's a really good coaster. Going to. Can we change the? Oh, we can't change the colour. Really irritating. That would be so good if we could. So that. Oh. No, you're checkered. Hello, Yasmin. I was just struck with inspiration of watching other people's haunted mansion. Yeah, it's good stuff. I love this. I can't wait to get some of these in Pinewood Hills. We're going to be doing a special episode where we decorate Pinewood Hills for Halloween. I can't wait. I feel like that's crazy. I feel like we're going to have to probably go for one of those, unless anyone in the comments can suggest cable. We could do cable again. They're not colourable. It would have to be that one, and it's just got a bit too much stuff going on it. I mean, that could kind of work. Expedition Everest. Oh, yeah, love that. That is actually, yeah, that might be my favourite. Oh, I don't know. It's so tough. Expedition Everest is fantastic. Small iron pieces. Nothing that's like plain. That's the problem, is everything is so... There's a pole. There's a pole that came with the signs. There is a pole that came with the road sign, and it's stripy, but you can colour it. This one, yes, there we go. This will do perfect. You can colour this, and as long as you put them both the same colour, you get a solid pic. Yes, there we go. Thank you, whoever it was who. Well, nobody suggested that, but thank you for whoever said something that made me think of this. Yeah, I knew we had a small column that we could use, a small column piece. Okay, so we'll put you there and there. Okay, so there's our grandiose entrance. So recently went to Busch Gardens. I love Cheetah Run, but I also like Cobra's Curse, which was great. Yeah, it was very different, wasn't it, Cobra's Curse? Really interested. There's a lot going on. You're awesome. Thank you, Sam. So are you. Do you have a favourite haunted house you've ever been to? I haven't done that many haunted houses, really. I think it was good. The Passage de Terror in Blackpool, that was good. I've never done one of the sort of Fright Nights at Alton Towers or Thorpe Park or anything like that. The wife's really not into that sort of thing, so if I'm doing them, I'm doing them on my own or with friends. But yeah, Passage de Terror was good, and I love all the dungeons in the UK as well, like the London dungeons, the Edinburgh dungeons, all those. They're really good fun as well. Yeah, they're really good. Are you planning to continue your bigger park? Yeah, Jack, we are. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying the sort of smaller building of Pinewood. Not this small, like, but the smaller buildings of Pinewood Hills at the minute. But yeah, we're definitely going to get back there. Don't you worry, your little cotton socks. Right, fence. I'm thinking. Oh, it's a little long. Where's that? This is annoying. Some are called fence and some are called fencing. That needs addressing, I think. Where's the really little one? There we go. That one, I think, is going to work quite nicely as... Oh, it's still pretty big, isn't it? I was hoping that would work quite nicely as like a... You know, like topper there. I mean, it could still... I mean, that bit of detail at the bottom isn't horrific, is it? Yeah, do you know what? I can go with that. I think what we might have to do is move this out. But that's okay. Never done it at Thorpe Park. Are you planning to... Oh, we read that one. Thorpe Park has the Walking Dead theme this year. That looks good. Yeah, Walking Dead's great. I've stopped watching it myself, but I really enjoyed the first 48 seasons. Looks about right, doesn't it? Is SW8 open now? No, it opens in the summer. Opens next summer. Very much looking forward to that. Probably going to have a day down there just riding it because it looks superb. Can't wait. Are the gargoyles in the spooky pack? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they might be under building, but there are 4 gargoyles. There are 2 winged and 2 unwinged, de-winged, non-winged. There we go. I was struggling with that one, but I got there in the end. Okay, there is our entranceway. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, cool. So next up, windows. I don't know what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do for windows? What are we gonna do for windows? I've got a feeling it's gonna be a make them ourselves jobby, and something like this. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Thinking that sticking out will make a window. Yeah, it's going to be that one, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so that's sticking out. Excuse me. I love your haunted house. Thank you, Sam. It's a tiny, tiny little haunted house. Gotta go to work. Watch later. Good so far. Thank you, Robin. Have a good day at work. I'm late. Hey, Johnson. Hey, Sawyer. Welcome. Don't worry about being late. I think it's going to have to be a shape. The problem is the shapes are huge, man. Like, the shapes are big in this game. There are small windows in the Smoogie Pack. There are, but they're not small enough for this, Mick. I'll show you, look. Where are we? Windows. I know they're not going to be. They're down here, and they're great. But they're like, there you go. There's the smallest one. That's the scale we're building to. Yeah, they're all pretty big. I mean, that would do well as like a crypt on the side of the building or something. We could maybe do. But yeah, we're going tiny. Please give me a shout out to I'm Young. I'm your biggest fan. Please give me a shout out. I love you, Amy Robertson. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you a little secret now. Amy Robertson is somebody I work with in my real job. She's not my biggest fan at all. She hates me. Now, Leanne Jones, on the other hand, yeah, she is my biggest fan. She loves me to bits. And Sam, hi Sam. You get a shout out every week, Sam. Don't worry about it. I'm going to Disneyland in Florida. What's my favourite coaster there? You're not going to Disneyland in Florida. You're going to Disney World in Florida. Your favourite coaster, my favourite coaster there is Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. It's a stunning ride. It is a tiny house. It is. We're building a shrunken house. The witch has come along and shrunked. They've shrunked it. Right, so we're going to have to do it with art pieces. That's the hardest bit, is that we're going to have to try and do this with art. This is going to go so badly. The smallest art piece. The smallest... I got really excited then. The smallest art piece is actually not as bad as I thought. We can do something with this. Okay, let's bring that around. I thought these were still massive as well, to be honest. Let's get a nice deep thingy in. Thanks for sharing out. You're more than welcome. Why do you want to build such a small building? Dylan, there is a competition on at the moment from Frontier to build a haunted house scenery piece. And I thought it'd be quite cool to build a really tiny house, like it's been shrunk by a witch, because you have to come up with a story for the house, you see. And this is going to be the story, is that the witch came along and she shrunk the house. So that's the plan. We'll see how we get on. It may go horribly wrong. It is going horribly wrong. It's not. It's doing well. Shush. It's good. Okay, so I'm thinking that and that. And then the same again. Whoops. But like out. So we've got like a lip. Yeah, there we go. And you there. And down. Okay. What are we thinking? Are we thinking acceptable? Or are we thinking, Jesus, what the hell has he made? Thanks, John. So you built that house almost as well as you build a friendship. Disney World then. Oops, so it's okay. I'm only 1 year up. What do you win in the competition? Like, I don't know. I haven't even bothered looking. Like, I'm just doing it for fun. I think it'll be like a print or something. They usually have prints. That doesn't look awful, you know. It's not great. It doesn't look awful. The only other thing I can think we could use is the tiny little wall decoration brackets, like something like one of these things. But I still think they're probably going to be a bit too big. Let's have a look. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is perfect. Oh, is it? Or is it a bit big still? Hold on. Let's try some of the others. Oh no, it's got to be this. Look at this. Right, art shapes, be gone. Art shapes, be gone. You are no longer needed. We want this thing. I thought these were going to be too big. I love prints. Yeah, I love prints. Hello, hello, hello. Jesus, what the hell has he made? Shush you. Shush you. Hello. Are you okay? We got a sleeping baby.
I'm here to check. I'm here to check.
Oh, is he shut away, is he? Shut away, that sounded awful, didn't it? I mean, he's been put to bed. He's awake. Oh, dear.
Puts himself back to sleep.
Let's see how we get on with it.
Have you seen Aria?
Huh?
Have you seen Aria?
I haven't, you know. Oh, this is a lot better, isn't it? Yeah, this is much better. Hi, John T. Hi, Lisa. Surrounds looks a bit bulky. Yeah, it does, but we need something. We need a bit of something there. It's the best we're going to be able to do with the pieces we've got, I think. So you're a bit big. See, that's still a bit long. Is it going to be this one again? Oh. I think it's going to be this one again. Okay, well, that's fine. Bring them down there. The wood tone is much better. I think it is, yeah. I think it's not necessarily the colour. I think it's the fact, excuse me, that it's not shiny, you know? Yeah, it really does, yeah. I'd love to be able to do textured art shapes in the future. That would be cool. Okay, let's do something like that. And you know what? I actually quite like the bottom of it open. I think that actually looks pretty good. Let's try and get in here so we're only selecting the bits we want. It's going to be really tricky to do. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, we've got it. Okay. So let's just move you out. So we've got you. Okay, there we go. Let's drag this light over just not quite center, I don't think. Okay, the wood colour works. It's an old looking like a house. Yeah, exactly. Mick, that's amazing. They do that for ADHD. What were we on about, Mick? I've missed this. Just want to say that I've booked a trip to Disneyland Paris. I'm treating my mom and by paying, and I found out that you can request a card for ADHD, so you can't have to wait as long in line. Yeah, they do. I don't know if you know, but I work with people with learning difficulties and autism, and it's something we look into for them for different events as well, where they can do that. Works out pretty nicely. It's good. Right, one, 2, couple of double ones in the above. And again, we'll go down and we'll go here. Where would they be? They would be... Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, there we go. Oh, yeah, do you know what? This is all sort of coming together. The only thing I'm not a massive fan of now, to be honest, is that the wood panel, the wood texture is huge now. I wonder if any of the other wooden textures are a little bit less intense. That one is, but it's the modern one. That's no good. That one, let's have a look. No, that's no good, really. That one might be better, you know. That one, look, that's quite a fine texture. I wonder if that would be better, do you think? That mini window looks awesome. Yeah, it's turned out quite nicely, hasn't it? I think maybe this would be better. Yeah. I think it would. I think we drop it down to 2 and make it like an offish purpley colour as well. I think that might actually work a bit better, actually. And what we'd even do, we could knock the grid height bit down. I could go over it, but oh god, I'm not doing that. let's write that one off straight away. That ain't happening. Did we go? Have we done 2 already? Yeah, I was thinking what we could do is something like this. Like if that doesn't Z-fight too badly, no, it doesn't, does it? And then do. I could have sworn it was called rustic. What's that? What's the nice stone one called that we always use? Not lime, not modern brick, not modern wood, not natural wood. Rough brick? Yeah, rough brick. There we go. Something like that, just to give it that extra little bit of detail. Can I participate without the DLC pack? I think you can participate in the competition, yeah. If there's no mention of having to use spooky bits. For now. Yeah, so I think you can participate without the spooky pack, yeah. Just quickly fill all this in, all right? Whoops. There we go. And then we need to get rid of you, and you. This shouldn't affect this, should it? This should all just fit back in. I think this is the best game ever. I would say that Ocarina of Time has probably got something to say about that. Personally, let's drag you. Oh, no, we want all here. There we go. Okay. So first of all, put you there, and then we'll duplicate you up. Do you get to the top now? Yes, you do. That's good. So, duplicate you around. Yeah. And duplicate you again. There we go. And it just, I mean, it's nothing really, but just those panels being a little bit closer together. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could go and do a billboard for it, but I'm not going to. Using more normal bits kind of makes it seem like the witch is cursing a regular house. Yeah, that's not a bad shout at all. I mean, yeah, the roof, it's a little over the top, but I'm all right with it. I think it's okay. I think it's probably the best thing we've got really. Okay, so what I want to do is duplicate all this over for a sec and get rid of it all. So we've just got a few of these lights. Because they're going to be tricky to connect otherwise. Okay, so we'll move you over to here. In fact, we're going to turn you that way. In fact, actually what we're going to do is leave you there and duplicate you. So we've always got some out there until we're done with them. Okay, so put these into here. And drag you over to there. That's good. And do the same again. On this side, whee, right through. So it's still a big house. I mean, I think most of the interestingness is going to come from like the extra details, like for trees, and thinking we could maybe do like a greenhouse on the back. Yeah, so hopefully we can do something. Oh, I'm not keeping up with the chat here. I do apologise. Carly, John, any tips on avoiding burning out or getting overwhelmed doing your job? My husband does the same job as you, and after 4 grueling 13-hour shifts with the same person, hair's feeling grim. It can be really hard work, and I'd say the key thing there is the same person can be really, really tough. And as much as you want to do for them, it can get hard work because you're constantly fighting a losing battle. And one thing we always say in my job is that if the tenant, the person you're supporting isn't annoyed at you, you're not doing your job properly, because the idea is that you're pushing them and helping them sort of live a better quality of life, and it can get really quite hard work. I don't know what to tell you really. I work with a group of 13, 14 people on a regular basis, so I get lots of variation in there. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I love every single one of them, like as much as my own family. I would do anything for them, anything. But not a day goes by where I don't want to shake the shit out of one of them and say, sort yourself out, come on, we're here to help you, So it is really frustrating. And all I can do is say, just remember why you did it in the first place. And remember, think about how much of a quality of life they would have if you weren't there to help. And bear that in mind. Well, we're getting heavy here. Have you ever watched B00 series? He's a YouTuber and he's got a really good Planet Coaster series. Yeah, it's fantastic, Emily. I'm gutted that you stopped playing. I would really loved B00 series, really did. Aren't tired of playing PC? Nope, love it. Still love it. Come in here every day. I'd play this every day if I could. The only reason I play other games on the channel is to make sure I don't get a bit of burnout, but also because to do a video in this every day would be ridiculous. You'd have to sit down for 10 hours. I deserve more subs. Thank you. They're coming, though. Don't worry. Is somebody asking why the Archer's here? Anyone know about the Robin Hood? Yeah, Lisa, yeah, there you go. He's there for scale. He's the same height as the characters in the game. So, although it doesn't really matter here because we're building away from scale anyway. But yeah, that's the point of him. All right, let's just take you and drag you down here. Oh my word, that one's almost in place perfectly. We just need to drop you in. Like that. Just tuned in. Yeah, sorry, that must have been a weird thing to tune into. Let's do 3 along the bottom here. Let's pull that in. Bring them out. What about the inside of the house? Oh, Jake, the inside of the house is going to be a mess. What are you on about? It's like we're going to be doing the inside of the house. Come on. That made me laugh. You make me laugh. Right, let's just bring all you in a little. And this one a little as well. Just so there, roughly. And I'm going to duplicate you now because we'll use you on the other side as well. So let's just drag you into there to place. Might actually end up removing some of these and putting something else in. In fact, on the side there, we're going to do something else. So down here, we'll actually use these this way around. Do you reckon there will ever be a Planet Coaster for Mac? I wouldn't say no, Yasmin, but every time it's mentioned, Frontier are very sure to make sure that you know it ain't happening. So yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. Let's just say that. There's obviously some issue with how the game's put together that just doesn't play nice with Mac. So I can only assume. Oops, didn't really mean to duplicate them, but that's fine. I'm sure Silverette would do it. All right, Jack. Look at it. Well, actually, you know what? You could do an interior. You could finish the bottom of that off a little. It's actually not clipping as much as I thought. I thought there'd be some more nasty clipping, but actually, yeah, you could do an interior. We ain't gonna, but you could. There we go. Abidel, Carla, I know it, like I say, I know it can be a tough job, but it can also be very rewarding as well. I work with people who have a variety of barriers. It's fab work. Feel wonderful to help. It does, yeah. It does. It looks like I'm going to have to get a PC then. Yeah, I really wouldn't hold your breath regarding that, because it's it doesn't seem to be like it's going to be a thing anytime soon. Have you seen the Pith Pirates film? I swear this is water. It's not vodka. Have you seen the fifth Pirates film? What's your opinion of the franchise in general? I'm a big fan of the franchise, but really, I feel like they've gone down after the first movie, to be honest. But I am a fan of the franchise, and I love the theme behind it, and I love a good big old blockbuster, you know. But yeah, I haven't seen the fifth one though yet, but I will. I'll catch it. It's the sort of thing I'll catch when it comes on to wherever. Oh no, I didn't want those there. We're going to do something else here. Whoops. We're going to delete the wall. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Just to help get rid of all this. Well, actually, tell you what we'll do. Let's move you as well. And then we can select all of you. Oh, there we go. It's finding a way, you know. There's always a way. We'll put you there. We'll move you over as well, but including that piece. Yeah. There we go. And then we'll get rid of you and you. Good. And then we'll put you back in place. Okay, it's not vodka, it's Ouzo. Oh, Ouzo. Have you seen the second Kids? But no, I haven't. Loved the first one though. We need to get to watch that. I only really get to see movies when I go with a tenant now, so and we haven't really been going much this week or two. So I will. Yeah, but not right now. Right, tiny wood piece is what we need now. I'm trying to think. The smallest piece we've got. There is a 1 meter piece, isn't there? I'm sure. The haunted house thing came with a 1 meter plank. Let's have a look. You're not awful, but you're a bit too thick for what I'd like to do. You're on a set. I'm sure there was a 1 meter. Maybe it's not in building. Okay, you're a start, but then we want 1 meter. All TV screen 1 meter, no. Metal fence 1 meter, no. Oh, no, that couldn't work. Oh, I'm sure there was a new plank. Let's turn spooky on a minute. I'm not even sure it's going to work, to be honest, but I'm sure there was a new. There's that one. There's 2 meters. Okay, that might work. No, you're too big. Scenery. spooky. I wanted it because they don't know what a naming convention is. Kingsman 2 is okay. It's a bit too far-fetched in places, but the plot is good with a couple of holes. To be fair, the first one was pretty far-fetched. But I've heard that it's an okay film, but I think there was a lot of... I think people were expecting a lot more because the first one was such a sleeper hit, you know. All right, let's see what we're trying to do here. There we go. Technically, the new plank is really thin on one side. Yeah, there it is. Glad we found it. I'm not too sure it's going to be right for what I want to do, to be honest with you, but we're gonna see. Where's those pillars gone? No, we have a 1 meter pillar, don't we? Have we not just gone through all this? There is a 1 meter pillar. Is the 1 meter pillar not spooky? Wooden pillar, 1 meter plane. Aha, right, okay, so I don't even want you then. I want wooden pit. Yeah, we go. Okay, we're off. Right, sorry about that. Let's drag it into place. And leave it there. Okay, do the 2 meter one and knock it down. Oh, I do love when it's all snaps how you want it to, like that. There we go. Is that not? Oh, that is straight, isn't it? It didn't look quite straight then, did it? Right, let's do it that way. Okay. The first one was, but the second one went a little too far. You could almost believe the first one. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go with that. I mean, I haven't seen the second one yet, but I'll go with the fact that you could almost believe the first one. But it was a good comic romp. Do you know what I mean? It really was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. A bit off topic, but I think the curtains will be used for sails in a pirate ship. Yeah, I've seen a couple of good uses of those so far. Sails in a pirate ship, that was something Rudy did on his... he did a cool little overview video where he kind of gave some suggestions of like weird things you could do with the stuff. He's very good at that sort of thing. He's very good at having an eye for what pieces can be used for. And also I saw a good one where they used it in a ghost train as like a curtain that you went through. So as they went through, they triggered, so it looked like you were breezing through them. That was really good. There we go. Size wise, I think this is about right. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Now, first of all, should have really done this before I started, but all of these need recolouring. And they need to be like a dirty white colour. Yeah, that's good. Thin side of that piece would be great for ledges, trims, etc. for the walls. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea. You're trying to build a veranda. Not really sure about the word. I am, yeah, a conservatory. Like an old broken conservatory that's overgrown with plants and stuff now. That's exactly what we're doing, yeah. So that's that. I'm trying to think how to do so, but that smaller piece, it was in scenery, wasn't it? I think it's down as a plank. So what I was thinking was that would do pretty well for like detailing that way, you know. It's a bit thick though. I don't really know what I was expecting, but I was thinking maybe it would work pretty well. You still need to make a pirate galleon in one of these streams. I will never stop asking for it. I know, it's your thing. It's your thing. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe just another row of that in between to kind of show some semblance of what we're doing. That, like that, like that, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Turn you round. Whippity-whitty. Do it again. Good thing is, because this is all sort of geometric, it'll all sort of fit in to itself pretty neatly. You need to come here and down. Like, yeah, it's a bit too thick really for what we want, but I think it'll be good. I missed an entire hour. Oh, well, it was crazy. There was dragons. It really was off the chain. Okay, I've just made the interior of this be awful, by the way. Whoever it was who's asking for the interior, you ain't getting it now. We are building a miniature haunted house. There's a haunted house competition currently on the Planet Coaster forums, where you have to build a haunted house that has a backstory. So here, the one we're building is going to be an old one, rough concrete. Does the rough brick not have any bits? Oh, that's really annoying. Alright, let's get rid of that for a second. We can use this one and just make it like a nasty grey. That'll be fine, I guess. Or maybe something like this. No, because then we need the smaller piece as well, don't we? Yeah, okay. It's going to be that one. So there. And to there. And then the other way. Change the texture, opacity, material of the art pieces would be awesome. Yeah, I 100% agree. That would really open stuff up. If you gave us like a, shiny, matte, luminescent, and then allowed us to change the textures like we do with billboards, that would be a bit of, I know I say it a lot, but that would be a bit of a game changer. It really would. Who won the DLC? It was a guy called Savio. We announced it on Twitter. So in the future, if you want to know straight away who's won, you should follow me on Twitter. But yeah, a guy called Savio, he was actually the second person to be drawn out the hat. The first guy or girl did not reply. So folks, in the future, if you join a competition and you give an email address, make sure it's an email address that you check and keep looking in your spam. So yeah, but he's happy, he's got the pack, and it's all good. Okay, there is our conservatory. I think that's all right. I'm wondering now whether it should be on the back. But no, I think the back should be a little bit plainer. I think on the front is fine. Who was the first? I forget his name. Nobody I recognise, though. They're saying that you can have small lengths. Rather than those thick posts, how about you use the veranda balcony supports that came in the spooky pack? The veranda / balcony supports. What do you mean? I think they're even. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, they were pretty good, weren't they? These things? Did you mean these things? Quick story time. When I was younger, I got bullied for my love of Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean. My only escape were these films, and I got drawn into the lore and such. That's why I'm in love with pirates. Ah, I get it. I was a big fan of pirates as well. So, if you mean that piece, I'm not sure. Start watching your videos. You send straight away when to get Planet Coaster, and your videos. You get me through it. Oh, good. I'm glad. Are you going to hang some foliage of the conservation structure so it looks? Oh yeah. We're gonna cover it in plants. It's going to be you can hardly be able to see it. That's why I'm not too worried about what it looks like now, because I feel like it's going to be incredibly overgrown now. Turn spooky off because we didn't get any spooky foliage. Yeah, I want this place to be really overgrown. So I think pretty much everything we do is going to have to be that one. We have a little bit of creosote in there, and maybe like the tip of one of these. Like that. And which of the other ones is quite small? You're quite small, so you could be. It's like a deep, like a evil red, like you're something that really shouldn't be touched. Phone's going. Better check it's nobody important. No, it's not. Sorry, if you know that was you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think also some of this kind of stuff around it as well. Like that. Maybe on the inside, actually, that would probably make more sense. Give it the idea, like the semblance of a bit of glass maybe still even being there. So that, and then growing up through the top. Yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? Okay, happy with that. What does spooky plants look like? I was thinking like rose bushes, willows, the sort of stuff you would find outside the haunted mansion in Disney. That kind of thing would have been nice. But then somebody else pointed out on Twitter that that sort of stuff shouldn't be gated behind a paywall, which I do agree with actually. It might be a wall column section. There is a new column, but it's quite thick. It's actually thicker than these pieces. Again, it's not until you start looking for thin stuff that you realise how thick all the new pieces are. There's these ones that are about as thick as that one, to be honest, and then there is this one that's like twice as thick. So yeah, I don't think you never quite realise how thick something is until you need something thin. But never mind. I think it looks pretty good. We need another light. So let's take you. I say light, sorry, I mean window. We need another window. Let me just put it there. I'm currently working on a Mickey Mouse figure, Haunted House competition, and B, want to be perfect. Hey, Thris! Those dark ones are the ones I was thinking of. Yeah, they are probably one of the thinner ones in the game, but they're still. I mean, they're a little thinner, but I don't think it's worth changing them out because they're also. We don't have a. Hi, Smed. We also don't have a 1 meter piece either, so we're going to struggle. I think the vines work. Some of the dead bushes could work. Dead branches, yeah. Hi, I'm here. Hi, Petro. So the other thing I wanted to look at, there's a fence. There's like a wooden fence. We used it in Pinewood Hills the other day. This one, no, it's huge. I was thinking that would look really good on the top there. At work as always, that's good to hear. And in your keep, I was thinking that would look great there, but then, that's annoying. That is annoying. Is there anything else we could use? I mean, we've got that one. Oh, I'm shushing Uthris, don't worry. I'm saying nothing. Folks, if you don't already, you should go and check out Uthris. He has a fantastic YouTube channel where he plays Planet Coaster and other stuff. Currently working his way through Machinki, which is pretty sweet. Right, we can get rid of you, can't we? Is there nothing that we can use for glass? There is one piece in the base game that is translucent. Translucent? Yeah, that's the right word, isn't it? And it is this here. That's it. I think there are a couple of pieces. Uthris, you and me both. In work. Shush. That's the only piece that in the game that is that's translucent in the base game. In the DLC that we got, there is a couple of others. There is this one, and there is these two that are translucent, but to a lesser extent. Yeah. So there's your options when it comes to glass. At the moment, that's it. This one's actually quite useful. We've used these before. In fact, what we could consider doing is having a couple of panes of glass still in place. Do you have any idea how to make my mic output higher? It depends what mic you work in and all. It depends on all sorts of things, to be honest with you. We could do this. We could really do this. That looks pretty good. We could have that. That's usable, isn't it? Okay, let's play Find the Concrete. Right, there it is. And you, oh my god, no, I'm selecting the other one. There we go. We'll be most likely until the end of the year. Still working insane hours. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the shifts you do when you come onto Twitter and say that you've just finished. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm in the exact same boat. What have I just done? Right, this that's going. Sorry, but that's really winding me up. We might get it back. Okay, let's do this there and you and you. Okay, so let's bring you up just to cover the end of that up. There we go. Full interior, yeah, full interior. Look at that. There's the interior. So here is the gym. These are the pull-up bars. This is where mini Dracula comes and does pull-ups. In case you've not been paying attention, by the way, all you knew, we're building a tiny little haunted house. Planet Coaster are doing a competition where you can build a haunted house with a story. So we're building one where there is a witch or something has come and shrunk the house. But yeah, we are not going to be doing an interior on this one. I'm not an interiors guy normally. Certainly not one when it comes to something like this. I feel like this needs to be done properly. So let's do it properly. I'd live there. Yeah, well, what else you need? You've got your pull-up bars. Or somewhere for your cat to attack. Who am I kidding? The cat would attack anywhere else than somewhere they're allowed to. We have this huge tree thing in our dining room for the cats to attack and scratch and pull and sit on and climb up, and neither of them touch it. Excited about the new Jurassic Park game? Yeah, I am. I won't lie. I mean, we know nothing about it, but you know, it sounds like it could be cool. Okay, so yeah, that worked quite well. So let's try and do that a couple of other times. I've got a feeling we're not going to be able to fit them in the roof without it clipping, which is kind of a shame. I'm not willing to redo all of that. So let's have one there, one there. We're not going to do this all the way around. The idea is that it's meant to look like it's like they've smashed. We'll have one on this side as well. Maybe not so much grass coming through. There we go. There we go. So there's a few panes of glass still left in. That looks alright, doesn't it? May not have time for another interior. Yeah. You should use that in a mini golf course. Oh, that'd be cool. It just means that YouTube's not going anywhere at the minute. Yeah, it's hard work, mate. Like I say, I'm at a point now where I can warrant a day a week doing YouTube, so I pretty much get a week's worth of videos done, which is why we maybe don't make as much progress in Planet Coaster as I would like, because man, that stuff just takes time. Oh, it's just a spark. I just wonder what that thing was. Coffin, that's huge. You could add this little house in the background on a hill so it looks like a large mansion far away. Yeah, we could do a bit of weenieism. Right, I think we need a back door. And we need something going on around that back door. Less rides, more parking lots. Yeah. Put some catnip on them. No, do you know what? One of my cats is interested in catnip. The other one could not care less about the stuff. Yeah, Oreo is just not interested in catnip at all. Okay, let's have another look at some windows to find a back door. When you go and continue the Geekopolis, probably next week or two. At the moment, I'm really enjoying the smaller building of Pinewood Hills, but we will go back to it. One day to do a week worth of content is not near enough. No, it isn't. Not for like larger builds like we do in Planet Coaster, but for Let's Plays, yeah, you can knock a week's worth of Let's Plays out in a day. That's too big, isn't it? That's quite big compared to that. Like today's been my video day this week, and I've done 5 videos today, and that includes the Planet Coaster as well. Not much has happened in the Planet Coaster one, if I'm honest, but you know, with the Frontier Expo coming up, because I'm going to be away all weekend, so I feel like I should, you know, there's going to be less stuff happening because of that. Can we make this a little door by doing something like this? How's that? Making little doors in Planco 101. Somebody's asking, is the spooky pack worth it? Personally, I think so. Yeah, I've already got my money's worth out of it. I'd be interested what Uthis thinks about it though, because I don't believe he's got it yet, and I've got a feeling he's not a massive fan of DLC. So he might be able to give you a separate opinion. But personally, yeah, I think it's great. No, I'm so late. Oh, hi, Nick. Don't worry about it, pal. These things happen. These things are sent to try us. How high does the door go on the back? So this is still pretty big, isn't it? This is still quite a big door compared to the front. Let's see if we can drop it down a little more. There we go. It just has like a weird roof on it, but that's all right. I can go with that. What did I miss? We're building a miniature haunted house for the little haunted house competition they're doing. I thought it'd be a cool way to build something quick that's a bit different. So I'm typing in the word haunted for no reason. There is a wooden platform that's pretty good that I think we could use for a deck. I mean, it's big, but I think it'll work. Because we can drop it right into the ground like this. and place it there. For me, it's all right if you want more decor options. However, I'm looking for more interactable objects for guests at this point. Yeah, new stuff, midway games, you know, that sort of stuff. That would be good at this point, I think. Right, okay, there's our deck. I think it'd probably come out a little more. And these are all pretty big, aren't they? Yeah. You as well are pretty big, but we might be able to make you look quite small if we do something like that. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Maybe even have that poking out. There we go. Just come back from my tea. The haunted house is coming along well. Yeah, we're getting there with it, aren't we? We're getting somewhere with it anyway. I've got a horrible feeling that this here might stick through the front of the building. Let's have a look. Oh, no, we're okay. We're all right. We're safe. Don't panic. Have you ever thought of using Restream to stream both on YouTube? Yeah, you know, I tried it a couple of times. I don't know why I stopped doing it, actually, because it seemed to work pretty well. Probably will go back to that at the weekend for the Frontier stream. Yeah. Oh, no, you're too big. Where's that new wooden one? Wooden pillar, you'll do. A door is so small, is it a cat flap? No, it's the house door. Look how tiny the house is. That's kind of what we've been doing for the last hour. Where have you been? There we go. Chairs, tables, smaller stands. Yeah, chairs and tables. Restaurants, like the facility, so people come and sit at the tables. Yeah, I totally agree. All that sort of stuff. It'll be very good. There we go. So we've got a little bit of a patio. We always are right. By the way, you've all been good boys and girls. Yes, they have. Thanks for stopping by, Andrew. So, what do I pay you for? Oh, that's right. I don't. I don't pay you. Right. That is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the smallest window, isn't it? Oh no, that one. That's the smallest window. Oh no. Well, they're pretty much of a muchness. Okay, so that one then. We're going to build a. What time are we on? 8:20. We're doing well here. We're actually getting stuff built. This is good. We're going to build a family crypt. Just the ability to place plazas. You can place plazas in the game. Like the paths. Do you know what? Like the path. It's a bit alright. The path's a bit funky in this game. But I don't think it deserves the rep it gets, like the pathing system. I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as the rep it gets, to be honest. But, you know, who am I to tell you what's wrong and right with this game? Now, this is the dog home. It's not. It's going to be a mausoleum. Because that's the sort of stuff you get in haunted houses, isn't it? Right. Let's find one of these that's not humongous. It's probably going to be that way, isn't it? Oh, that one's not too bad. Let's try that. There we go. Do you remember we had to use these for gravestones? Back before we had actual gravestones. Oh, we could do a grave. Yeah, we need some graves as well, don't we? What can we use for little graves? You're just a great and popular player of the game. Thank you, Morgan. Feels like the roof needs topping because it feels unfinished. Yeah, it does. It needs something. I don't know what, though. Any suggestions? Any questions? Show you right there. Right at the back as well. It's turned out quite nicely, I think. The trick where you put one in the corner and delete it to go around pathing corners really helped me out with plazas. Yeah, it makes a big difference, that does. Even to be miniature with the house, it's too small. Oh, what the door is? Yeah, you might be right, actually. Compared to those windows, I think it might be. All right, well, we can pretty easily adjust. Yeah, I suppose with those windows, it would probably be more like that, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's better. Can't go wrong with gargoyles. Problem with gargoyles is they're massive. Like, even for a normal size build, they are massive. They ain't going to be any better than than this. Okay, let's try and do a door on this. I'm not going to go for mega detail here because I've got a feeling it's going to. Ooh. Ooh. I really want to use this piece again. That kind of works. Like my plan was originally to use that one there, but it just kind of clips through. I mean, again, we could make it work. How about we just do that and have like a step up into it? That's good enough, isn't it? Can use the short iron fence for roof decor. Yeah, I think we probably can do a bit of roof decor around the top. What about the crows? They're going to be massive. Any snowman pipes yet? No, not yet. Not yet. No, they'd be huge here. Give me a little array of glass things there. Okay, let's move you to where would you be? Like there. Right, little tiny graves. Ooh. Little tiny graves. There's two. No. That's probably it for window. Oh, unless any of these cap quite nicely. I think they're going to. Oh, pretty big. They're nice though. I haven't used any of those yet. Okay, so this one we can use for a grave on its own, I guess. Only because the house got shrunk, not the area. Ah, you're right, actually. Yeah, you're right. The house did get shrunk and not the area. That is a fantastic point. There we go. There's a new column for spooky that might work as a it will work as a grave. And like I think that's probably okay. I mean, there's no real way of doing like a path, I guess. I've been enjoying Park Next last Friday, all around 20 hours of gameplay. Wow. Cool stuff. Why are the graves cute? Yeah, oh, look at little baby graves. Not baby graves. God, that's terrific. Like small graves. Jesus. I'll stop. Scenery. Right. Art shapes. No. Stones. Rocks. There we go. What I was thinking was, we find some of these that sit quite nicely. We could build a bit of a path with them. Some of them actually have some nice sort of flat edges. Maybe I'm going a little bit too over the top now. Maybe we should just not worry about that just yet. So yeah, let's do some new fencing over the top of these. I think it's going to be this one because it's dainty. So I think we'll do that one. And we'll have it like that. Please stop, John. We don't need to. No, you're right, we don't. What about using sand or dirt terrain for the path? We can do. The only problem is it doesn't save as a blueprint, does it? Terrain. That's the only unfortunate thing there, is that it won't save as a blueprint, unfortunately. Use the pointy part sticking up. Or use those small cobblestones. Small cobblestones? What small cobblestones? You've got me intrigued, sir. That's really annoying that doesn't line up. we go. I'll do. Like so. Here. Like that. That's good. Come across. I love how just because this is part of the spooky pack, it plays the spooky noise every time you put one down, and you probably won't be able to hear it. Hi Guy, how's it going, pal? Long time since I've seen you around the channel. It's very good to see you, buddy. I love the fact you put this fence down and it goes, oh, fence. Right, there we go. There's the first bit. We'll do the top as well. So again, if you're just joining us, folks, we are building a miniature haunted house. There he is. There's the archer to scale there. It's going to be a house that was shrunk by an evil witch. That's our. That's going to be our theme. John, have you seen the thread on the Frontier forums where somebody has modded the game? They changed the menu globe for Jupiter and added extra shops as well. I haven't. I'll have to look at that. I know somebody's done some cool stuff using like they made a looping Connie Express that was quite good. So that's promising. That means we might be getting mods soon. I would like to see them a little bit more supported. To be honest with you, I'd love to be able to see the Steam Workshop open up for mods. But I don't know how Frontier are going to feel about it, because it seems to be that their setup is very much a DLC setup where mods can work with that. I mean, City Skylines, has both mods and DLC and seems to do relatively well off of it. But yeah, that'd be interesting to see how that ends up going. Use the rocks but rotate them, have the pointy part facing up and sink them into the ground until only that part is showing. Repeat for cobblestones. That's a great idea. I just think when we've only got half an hour left of a stream, that might be a bit of a boring way to finish. But I think that's probably what I'll end up doing off camera. Okay, there we go. There's our fine detail and fence. That might be they might have made the whole thing a bit too big, but we'll see. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. It's all good fun, isn't it? I think we need some more foliage now. I think you're right though. I think that's the way to do it. Regarding rocks, maybe like these ones would be better, because these ones have like flatter tops. In fact, these ones have the flattest tops, but they're red. That's no good. So let's try this sort of. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. What kind of mods could they do? Well, there's all sorts, isn't there? Really, they could do, like just more stuff. So like Uther was saying before, you just like more options. If they could get into the how to program the peeps, there's all sorts they could do, really. I think personally that's where they would be best suited to work. I mean, obviously stuff, we could just have stuff and that would be fine. No, I don't think we're going to be able to do a path. One thing I think we could do though is like a mound. Sink the grave mounds, you mean? What about using grave? Oh, yeah. Do you mean actually making grave mounds like this, or do you mean using the grave mound to make a path with? Because either could work actually. Let's have a look at that grave mound. Open grave. Is it called mound? Yeah, burial mound. There we go. Okay, let's try this. You can turn them upside down too, can you? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Bingo bango. Hasta lasagna, don't get any on you. That's what we're going to have to use, I think. I mean, it's going to make the path quite straight, but I'm okay with that. I'll tell you what we didn't do. We didn't leave a gate here down to the Turn to the old decking there, which we should really have, shouldn't we? Raise the entire house and then use rocks to turn it into a little house on the hill. Oh, that would be good, but I'm kind of happy with what we've got now. We should suggest this stuff like an hour before. But yeah, it's all good. Can't use the art pieces. You can with the art pieces. They're just so shiny. They're just so shiny. Not sure it's the best use of them. They have them placed, don't get me wrong, but when you're trying to make them look like something else, that's when you start to struggle, because they don't look anything like anything else. They look like blocks of plastic. Will you upload the whole... yeah, do you know what, DH? I'm so sorry I haven't done that. I know you asked for that quite a bit. Yes, I will is the answer. Right, I'm going to try and make this look a little neater. I am actually somewhat opposed to mods. There's so much detail, lighting, texture, clipping, mapping effects in these games. I think too many mods would take away from this game. They are optional. Yeah, of course they are optional. Yeah. I'm personally not a massive fan of mods overall. But then when the base game kind of starts to rely on them, like something like Cities, which I don't think is a bad thing, I think you kind of have to start incorporating them into your game. Then like imagine playing City Skylines without Move It. Imagine playing City Skylines without, Prop and Tree Anarchy and things like that. It would be a very, very, very different game. Was that a wolf cry just then? Yeah, it's probably one of the pieces. Anything that's spooky makes like a wolf cry as you put it down. Right, trees. First of all, we ain't going to use anything we can't shrink. So I think we're going to be sort of limited to the pines, because we're going to be able to knock them way down in and make them still kind of look like trees. What else are we going to be able to do that with? That makes a nice bush. Yeah, it's going to be anything pointy, isn't it, that kind of still holds its tree shape. I mean, even that doesn't really, does it? Yeah, spruces it is, but that's fine. They kind of fit the whole spooky theme anyway. Yeah. Thought it was outside, scared the crap out of me. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. You haven't heard it. They do it. It does it on this a lot. Like whenever there's a piece goes down, pretty much. Tuscan cypress. Oh, that works quite nicely as well. Yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Not the snowy spruce. There's more spruce, isn't there? Douglas fir. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Bring you up there. They're like the ones we're going to have to work with, isn't it? Yeah, tiny trees. Actually, I'm going to go on F4. All right, cool. Is that full F4? Let's look at that game. I had so many hours in that game, and I did hardly anything other than build bases. Oh, I loved building bases in that game. It's so much fun. And there you go. And there's another one. Yeah, mod wise that you're kind of playing with mods, aren't you? Actually, no. I play without mods. I only had a few mods to open up some of the larger stuff in the end there. In the scenery packs. What were they called? Settlements. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think of. All right, there's the back garden done. We need to do like an entrance to the house, don't we? Take bushes and invert them. You can make willow trees. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you get like weird branches like that. That's cool. those I've seen a really good willow on the newest Bro coaster. They did some really good stuff with these. Yeah, do you know what? One of those actually on its own makes a pretty nicely sized willow tree, doesn't it? Let's see if we can get a few of those in here. Where they built a willow tree using one of the dead trees and loads of these. It was great. I think they got it off the workshop. I don't think they built it themselves, but it was really nice. Yeah, don't forget to add mist. Oh yeah, we need some mist, don't we? There we go. I don't actually feel like we need something under those, to be honest. I think they work quite well on their own. Will we do a little Discord chat afterwards? I'll double check with doors open. Baby seems quiet. Yeah, we'll have a little chat on Discord if you want. That'd be cool. Okay, let's start wrapping this up then with a little bit of a front garden. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, we can do this. We can do that. I was going to put a gate in the middle, but we can have two separate gates. That's fine. You need cobwebs too. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't forget to add a ground marker. Oh yeah, we'll definitely have to add a ground marker because we're going to struggle otherwise. So fence-wise, let's have a look. I'm trying to use as many of these new fences as I can because I really am a fan of them. Like these are all pretty big. If we put them like that, they're still only sort of. They're still pretty big if they go like that, aren't they? What about something? No. No, I think one of these ones will be good. But which? Yeah, I think it's going to be that one. Have you heard all the triggered sounds in the spooky pack? Yeah, do you know what? I didn't cover those in the video. I didn't even realise they were there, but they're fantastic, aren't they? It's like a bloke doing like a welcome, like sort of voice, but in Planconian. It's so good. Planconian. It's just called Planco, isn't it? Right, let's move this over to here. And put it on here as well. There. Okay, so we need something to cap these off with. There is a new chimney piece. I have a feeling might be a bit too big. We'll have a look. Yeah, it is a bit too big. It's nice though, but yeah, it is a bit too big. Just turn the spooky pack on, see if I can find that cool looking one. Yeah, there. I think you're going to be too big as well, aren't you? Let's drag you down. Yeah, you are too big. Top of you, maybe. Bingo, bango. You are pretty much the same as the wall, aren't you? So you're going to clip. All right. What about you? Yeah. Oh, that's good. Again, are you going to clip just a little? But I don't care because you look really nice. There we go. Hey, Pano Geekism, Lissu Planko. Wow, that's impressive. Not triggered. I meant ambience. Oh yeah, they've got the music's fantastic. Yeah, they're all great. Some really good stuff in there. There we go. Like, oops, there's a tree by random there. So they're big. All right, that's okay though. The Ballad of Fairwater video. How did you get the voice? I paid a guy on Fiverr for it. Simple as that, pretty much. That was what we did. A fountain. How can we do a fountain? Like a little tiny fountain. Because everything's huge. There's the gargoyles, look, and they're ginormous. I mean, they're not ginormous, but we're building at this scale, aren't we? Oh, that's not too bad. See, all these are really big, so we're not going to be able to actually get a piece of water in here, I don't think. That's the smallest piece of water. And it's pretty huge. And it's not colourable. Great use of fiver. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't a fiver, it cost a lot more. How about a broken well? Well, that'd be good. Would you have the well? You wouldn't really have a well in a front window, though, would you? I'm going back to the burial things though, because they worked out pretty much spot on. As a oh no, we should have a proper path, shouldn't we? Actually, okay, let's go to columns. That'd be good if it didn't have that cap on the end of it, but it does. So no point in winning, wishing our lives away. So that one could work as a path. None of those. When plain concrete's a bit boring. I think it's going to have to be classic brick pillar. Like this. And it's not awful. It's just going to be big bricks on the ground. Like that. And we'll actually rotate you so the pattern doesn't loop. There we go. What's your Discord? There's a link in the description, I believe. Let me check if there is actually. Yes, there is. Yeah, there's a link in the description of this video. Good. Come back to there. So I'm looking at the right thing. Yeah, there we go. Is this under the fourth? Oh, yeah, this will be well under. This will only be about 300 pieces. This 294. Oh, that was a good guess, wasn't it? Yeah, you've got to really go at it to get anywhere near the 4,000 personally. Unless you're Ruthless, he smashes it out in about 10 minutes. Yeah, this looks all right. It's really annoying that doesn't meet, but I think we can make it work. Let's just move you out of the way, pal. We just drag you there, and then make all of you go into the middle. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so now finally, last thing we're going to do, pretty much, because we're 10 to now, so we've got to try and wrap it up. Scenery, nature, topiary. Do we do pyramid or do we do? I think we do this. We're going to get it into. Oh, it's almost a perfect fit. That's very satisfying. There we go. That's our hedge. So everything here is a little angular because we need it to be to kind of fit in the space, but I think it actually works pretty well. Keep back that way. Like that. And like that. And then maybe these can come in a little to kind of make the pattern up, yep. And let's see if we can actually fit one of these in the little gaps there to kind of neaten that area up. Yeah, that'll do nicely, I think. So the front garden is relatively well kept. I'll give it that much. The front garden is pretty well kept. Janty, can you wish my son Aiden happy 15th birthday for tomorrow? Steve, of course I can. Aiden, have a fantastic birthday tomorrow, pal. I hope you have a great day. And enjoy the car that your dad's bought you. Oh, sorry, was I meant to keep that a bit quiet? Oh, that's awkward. Right, let's get some little bits of bush going on over here. Where's that one that's quite nice? There we go. This is the one useful plant. I love this thing. I use it so much. This plant really does get its use. Really does get used a fair old bit. Are you there? Another one of you behind. Oops. And drag a couple of these trees around, I think. Oops. What have I selected there? Oh no, I don't want that one. I want some of these ones here. There we go. What are you doing there? Late again. Unbelievable. Is the stream on? I'm afraid it is, Chris. Yeah, we're finishing up at 9. Sorry, pal. Thanks for stopping by, though. Like I say, we're not going anywhere just yet. But we are most certainly coming towards the end of the stream, I'm afraid. Around there. Oh, I don't need to be dead lined up, really. There we go. Look at this YouTube, so you can just rewind as much as you want. You can, yeah, and obviously, you know, it'll go up as a VOD afterwards. Love that word. Whoa, 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 wow, huge tree. Monster tree, in fact. Let's drop you down into where you're a bit more manageable. There we go. There and there. I would really love a statue there, but I don't think we've got anything that's going to be the right size. He's, you know, big as the house. I don't think of any of them where like we can make a piece of them into a statue. What does the top of that look like? No. No. Oops. Maybe that tiny vase could be a thing. It's still pretty big though, isn't it? Lights. Are there any cool lights that could be a statue? Oh, you could have probably done something out of one of these. I haven't really got time now, but yeah, something out of one of them could have been quite good. You can use the crow. Oh, we could use a crow. We could use a crow. We want to get a crow in there, don't you? So, activate on trigger. That's good. Building. Where's that nice new piece? Oops. Content pack. Spooky. Spooky. Look at these. Didn't get to use anything like this today. Gorgeous, though, aren't they? Where are you? Where are you? Your new bit. There's that thing. Is it under scenery? Oh, we could have done a... Oh, we could do a skull. I think. I'm sorry, but skull. Skull has took it. Yeah, Skull has took it. A crow would make a nice statue. Will there be more spooky stuff in your other series? Spooky Dark Ride, perhaps? Yeah, I can't make my mind up what I want to do, but there's going to be something. There is going to be something. Where is that new piece? It's really bugging me. There it is. Columns. Okay, cool. As long as we know. I want to use this somewhere, you see, because this makes a quite nice plinth. Don't forget mist if you have time. Yeah, that is probably going to be the last thing we're going to do. Do you know what? Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get the best of both worlds. Let's put him on his side just a little. You hold on there, Murray. And then grab a crow. And we'll have... It can be, I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe's house. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Put you there. And you are not going to move. And I want the skull there. Somebody told me that the other day on Twitter. Ugh, changed my life. Delete the thing that's in the way. Click what you want and then undo it. How good. Okay. Shaggy. I love that. There's a cross piece for the scarecrow that looks like a cross. You could put a skull on top. Oh, we could maybe put that in the background. No, that looks cool, I think. Happy with that. Put another one of you in. Drop you down a little. Rotate you just a little as well. So you have a bit of variation. There we go. I feel like we need to cap off the areas of grass here with this hedge piece. Just to keep that as a theme. And I think maybe probably a couple of trees in there wouldn't do amiss either, or a tree at least. Let's do something like that. But take it right down. Whoops, no, not that way. That way, right down. And then one of you across to there. See there. There we go. And last but not least, where's that tiny little pumpkin? Mwah! The pièce de resistance. Put the cross on the roof towards the front. I don't know if we were. We haven't really got a point, have we? A point would have been good. We haven't got one. There we go. Mist. Quick mist. Special effects. Turn spooky off. Ambiance. Colorable mist large. But we'll leave it the colour it is. And oh Jesus, maybe not a large one. Let's just give that a second to kick in. That's more like a full-on fog. But I'm okay about it. Maybe we drop it down a little bit and we just get the top bits of it. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Maybe a little higher. Oh no, that's too low. Just noticed live stream. Love the build. Made something similar, but used the crypt balcony turned around for the porch. Okay, cool. The crypt balcony. Let's have a look at that. And we'll put some at the front as well. No, I don't think so, actually. Crypt balcony, let's have a look at that. Was it that one there? Crypt roof flat. That's nice. It would have been just too big for this, though, due to the scale. I think that's turned out pretty good. Do we dare look at it at night time? I guess we should probably have a quick look at it at night, shouldn't we? It's going to look... I can say it's going to glow like a beast because of all these things. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just select some of them, even though they don't actually look any different. We can turn them off. Just to kind of take the edge off. Because otherwise the whole place is going to get pretty bright. Yeah, that's better. They don't really do anything around there. But the weird ones on the back don't really do much on the wall. There we go. So lighting wise, I'm not going to do much because I'm no expert on lighting. I'm just going to drop a couple of these larger ones down. Which is the one that actually spreads. That one, isn't it? So you can be quite a dim light. We'll drop you in. There we go. So there's like a bit of an underglow on the back there. And I actually think that the front's lit pretty well, to be honest. So I'm kind of okay with that. Probably could do with a bit more, but what that bit more is, I don't know. Like I say, lighting is just not my bag, baby. Don't want to cover up the conservatory too much there, but I feel like we need at least one tree just to affect the height a little. So let's just have the one, maybe even two, but this one can be like a really little one, like a spindly little thing. There we go. I guess the crows are too big to add to this build. Well, no, they're not, because as somebody pointed out, it's not the surroundings, it's just the house that's been shrunk. But we have used a crow as part of a statue at the front here. So so I think adding other crows wouldn't really sit right. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. I think we made some good progress. Let's get maybe like a 5 p.m. See what it looks like, sort of, dusky time. There we go. Oh, maybe not 5 p.m. Maybe 6 in the morning instead. Oh, 7 in the morning. When's the sun coming up? 7:30 in the morning. There we go. There we go. Got a bit of a dusky look to it. There we go. So there you go. There's the giant haunted towers. What I want to do now is just very quickly. I know we're going 9 o'clock. I still need to add. Oh, we forgot cobwebs. The problem is with the cobwebs, I've got a feeling they're going to be massive. There was one small one, wasn't there? There's the small one, and it's huge. Hold on. Let's just quickly check this. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Just been sent a link saying that the Guardians of the Galaxy ride that's coming to Epcot is going to be a roller coaster. About time Epcot got a decent coaster. It has test track, and that's about it. That's going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll do that there. Oh, these are really good. The problem is with the other ones, they're all just too big. But these ones work really well. Just in these windows a little. Up you in, bring you up to there. Coolio. Right, I think we're done. I'll pop it on the workshop. I'll put a link on Twitter and other places like that. Thank you very much for watching. Take a screenshot at 6 p.m. with the sun behind it. Okay, that's what you want to say. That's what you want to say. I'm more than happy to do as I'm told. Is it 6 p.m.? Is the sun still up at 6 p.m.? No. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. There we go. There's the sun's up. Oh, look at that. Just come in there. So very quickly then, yeah, I want to get people walking past it, so we get that idea of scale. We'll use our new one. There we go, and carry on this way. We'll have to stick something here, so let's stick a quick flat ride. Wow, kind of shows you how big this thing is, or how not big it is, I should say. This really doesn't matter, it's purely for the screenshot. And path back, there we go. And then we'll open you, beep. And park should be open now. Yeah, it is. There we go. So let's get good and down here. Let's get right in. Wow, let's really see what we're looking at. There we go, and then we'll speed up a bit. Get some people in. Come on, you. Come on, you lot. Come to the ride. There we go. Perfect. Oh, yeah, there's more coming. Let's unlock it for you lot. Okay. Yeah, there we go. How good's that? We press that. We've got it. Right, I'm really glad to go. It's gone 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for coming along. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for any new subscribers who've joined us. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to get another one with some light on it, just so we can really see what's going on. Oops. So we've got that ambiance one, but I'm thinking maybe one in the morning. Not so quite harsh light. Is it 7:30? Sunset, sunrise. Yeah, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? There we go. We'll get one of there as well. Print screen. Timber Jones, think about privacy. I know, letting all these people through the door. It's terrible, isn't it? There we go. Who won the competition from last live stream? It's a guy called Savio, I think. Yeah, he was announced on Twitter. Those people maybe don't want to be on the internet. Well, tough. They've joined the live stream. They're coming to my park. They've signed an NDA agreement as they came in. But yeah, thanks very much for stopping by. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. It does carry over into the video, so it's really useful for us. And I'll see you all next Tuesday. Oh, no, I won't. I'll see you on Saturday. Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. till 2 p.m. British summertime. I'm going to be streaming live from Frontier Expo. It's going to be here on the channel. There's already the video up ready to about it, so please come and join me. I'm hopefully going to be able to give you some cool info. I mean, the Planet Coaster chat isn't until after 5, actually, so we might not have anything new, but at least I'll be able to chat to you from the event. It's going to be great. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks very much, folks. Bye.